As we enter into this year, I want us to make a personal declaration. I am divinely positioned by God and for God to do His will, to walk in His purpose, and to be fulfilled in Him alone. Not in what I'm doing, not in who I am, not in those around me, but positioned by God for Him. And I am fulfilled in Him alone. 2022 is going to be an incredible year for us if we will allow God to divinely position us. We don't always look great. It's not always the kind of positioning that we would like to have, but if we will closely follow after Him, that's all He's called us to do, is to position ourselves in prayer. So this year, we're going to begin this year on January the 10th with the book on prayer. We've done it before. You may still have it with you, or maybe you're new to it all the way around. I encourage you to get the book. We're going to be sharing Ken Gurley's personal devotions every morning starting January the 10th. It's life-changing. It will literally connect you to the heart of God. Prayer is the foundation for anything we could ever do for God or for our family. It's the most important thing we can do. And that's how we get divinely positioned.
This is the hour of the church. And this hour that we're in has not shaped us. We've been shaped by God for this hour. Do you believe that? And this age that we're in has not made us. We've been made for this age. And our place where we are is not accidental. God has divinely positioned us. And Jude tells us we're sanctified, we're protected, we're called. And our personal declaration needs to be, I am positioned by God and for God. You believe that today? You ought to say, I'm here for a purpose. Do it. I'm here for a purpose. I am. Somebody say, I am. I am set apart by God. I am safe in Jesus. I am chosen for a purpose. God has. Somebody say, God has. God has prepared me for this hour. God has placed me strategically. God has positioned me for His purpose. And His power is with me. His protection is around me. And He will be pleased with me. Do you believe that? God has put it in our hearts. As believers, as the church, God has put it in our hearts to boldly push forward, to go beyond. Beyond means to the further side of something. God has called us to go beyond. But what does that look like? What does it look like? When someone says, what does it look like? Or some would say, how do you define that when you say go beyond? I just want to tell you, some things aren't definable. Some things aren't measurable. What can be defined can be confined to the limits of the definition. What can be measured can be contained to the limits of measurement. But God has put something in our heart that is not definable and it's not measurable. And I believe today God wants to get it in our hearts. Let's go on beyond. But God wants us to go forward.